This is Calvin of Team APS. This is definitely not our third time recording this, and I was definitely not just listening to Joe Budden Ordinary Love shit. Let's get into the deck profile. First, we start off with 3 Gem Knight Lapis. It's your basic rock target of the deck. Makes pretty much all the Gem Knight fusion monsters because he is a rock, and because of his name, Lapis. Then I run 3 Gem Knight Garnets. He's your beater of the deck, 1900. That's pretty much what he's used for. Next, I run 3 Gem Knight Lights and 3 Gem Knight Ambers. The reason I picked to run these is because of their effects. This one here, banish a gem from your graveyard, add 1 from your hand. This one, banish a gem from your graveyard, add 1 from your banish zone. So these two help to recycle and keep plays going. So I chose to run those maxed out as well. Next, I ran 3 Gem Armadillo. Just really your basic normal summon, add a Gem Knight monster from your deck to your hand. That's really all it does. And then for the real effect Gem Knight monsters, 3 Lazuli and 3 Obsidian. These are the ones you pretty much have to run. It keeps your combos going. They do the most recycling. When this one is sent from the hand, well, sent to the graveyard by card effect, you can add 1 normal from your graveyard to your hand. This is the one that helps with the link monsters. When it's sent from your hand by card effect, you can special summon a normal from your graveyard. So of course, link monsters, you need monsters on the field to link them away. So yeah, both of these though, they just recycle cards. Then I ran 2 Crystal Rolls. This is the newbie of the deck that I've been trying out. It's been working great. When it's normal summon, I can send a Gem Knight from my deck to the graveyard. He becomes that monster's name. Also, he can banish a fusion monster from the graveyard to special summon itself. That's a hard once per turn. The sending effect is not. So basically, in 1 turn, I can thin my deck out by 2, and getting Earths to the graveyard is a big thing for this deck because of Block Dragon. So then I run the Predator Plant engine. It's basically there to get my Breeding Fusion, get my Gem Knight Fusion. When he's summoned by a Predator Plant monster, I can add a fusion card. And this one pitches a monster to special summon a Predator Plant, which is this target right here. And that's what they're used for. Everyone pretty much knows that combo. And then your 3 Block Dragon. That's the MVP of the deck. You can banish 3 Earth monsters to summon him. And that's from your graveyard or from your hand. And he can be summoned from either. That's the first part. Second part, he protects all of your rock monsters. That's a big thing because most of your Gem Knight fusions, the beaters, they're all rock types. So sitting on the field with big 2,900, 3,000, 3,400 monsters, that's kind of big. This last effect is the best effect. It's where when he's sent to the graveyard, you can add rock types from your deck to equal level 8. So usually, take him, you can go +3. Some of my normal targets, well, the normal target I usually go for is that. So as soon as he hits the grave, +3, there go your 8 stars. And then I can still normal summon him, which will add another Gem Knight monster from my deck to my hand, which is usually another Obsidian. So now I have 2 more extra summons, and then this one adds a monster back. So that's how the link combos all go together, and it's set up by that 1 monster. So that's it for the monster. I think it's 28 monsters. On to the spells. Foolish Burial. This is the card I was running because of Level Eater and of Block Dragon at first. I decided to keep it in there even though it's been banned, and it still has been working great. 1, because he can send Block Dragon to the grave. It can send a Gem Knight if I need one there to get my Gem Knight fusion back to hand. It sends any monster target, so it's great. 1 unexpected die. Because of the Gem Knight Link monster, it takes 2 gem monsters to summon, and I do run 6 normal targets. So it's basically like the extra monster to get on the field to make the play, to make the Phantom Corpse. But those are the only 2 targets. But with 6 of them in the deck, I mean, even if you're going first, you can only draw 5 of these plus this, so it can't possibly be dead. Next, I run a Soul Charge. Pay 1,000 per monster that you want to bring back. This is a link format. Going first, I cannot attack, so I mean, send up a great board is always something good to do. So, Soul Charge, Skill Charge. 3 Gem Knight Fusions. This is a Gem Knight deck. Of course, you have to run Gem Knight Fusion. You banish a Gem Knight monster, add it back to your hand. It recycles itself so much, especially since it's a Gem Knight deck. I mean, it just goes hand in hand. It makes sense. And last, 3 Brilliant Fusion. Send your whole damn deck away with it. It summons any Gem Knight Fusion monster. Most people know it for summoning Seraphonite. I use it to summon literally the whole deck.
Can we get a thumbs up for these ulti Brilliant Fusions, please?
Oh, now Paul wants to talk. But
I love them.
Yeah, usually I go for one of the ones that make 3, and I also like to set my graveyard up with Gem Knights. So I don't really want to draw Garnet, but if I do, I'm still cool with it. But these 2 I kind of want in the grave, so I can special summon them back and then Gemini summon them. So these are usually 2 targets I always send. The third one kind of switches depending on what I need. But of course, Brilliant Fusion makes the whole Gem Knight Fusion deck. Send monsters from your deck to summon a Gem Knight Fusion monster. And yes, ultis, because I've been running. I know this deck. Go back on the channel. I've been playing this deck for 5 years now. And that's all facts. That was the end of the main deck. 40 cards, of course. Fusions. 1 Seraphonite. Everybody knows what that does. It's your extra normal summon. 1 Lady Lapis. Everyone has seen the new FTK, which is new to y'all, old to me. That was a humble brag. Send a Gem Knight from your extra deck or from your main deck to the graveyard. Burn for 500 per special summon monster. So for this deck, it's more of like an extra push, go for game, not really FTK. The main fusion monster I make, Gem Knight Zirconia. Just take a Gem Knight and a rock monster. Most of the deck is rock anyway. He's just your normal neighborhood 2900 beater. He's just my go-to. 1 Gem Knight Lady bringing Diamond. She tributes a Gem Knight monster, special summons a Gem Knight Fusion monster, ignoring the summon conditions. Only problem is she can only be fusion summoned once per turn. But I mean, you really shouldn't need more than 1. But notice the rock, so 3400 is being protected by Block Dragon, and that's why I say it's so important. If you didn't pay attention, also a rock. So Block Dragon does a lot with protecting all these big boss fusion monsters. That's it for the fusions. On to the links. 1 Project Dragon. Just your regular link 2, arrows left and right. Is used to protect stuff from being destroyed. I don't really use that effect too much. It's mostly because of the arrows itself. 1 Gem Knight Phantom Quartz. That's the new link monster. I tried it out at 2. I didn't like it. 1 has been working fine. 1 has been working fine because Firewall is down to 1. But when it's fusion summoned, when it's I'm so used to Gem Knights. When it's link summoned, it can add a Gem Knight card from your deck to your hand. That's the great effect. The second effect, I can put Gem Knight monsters from my graveyard or my banish zone back to the deck to fusion summon a Gem Knight monster. That's the effect I really like because it recycles. And with Gem Knights keeping your hand control, like deck control is a real thing, graveyard control, all that. The fact that it helps recycle is just great for me. So 1 of those. Your 2 binary sorcerers. Honestly, I would run 3 Process Dragon, but Black Dragon, as we've said, you banish Earth monsters to summon it. So that part right there for this deck makes it a better target to make than Process Dragon. But also, when you co-link it by 2, you can have one of your monsters attack and make one monster gain that attack, and that is a quick effect. So that effect does actually come in more than you would think it should, or it does, or would, or whatever word you want to put right there. But yeah, so I don't know, Process Dragon or Binary, it's all up to you. Then the MVP of the extra deck, my 2 Trigate Wizards. That's why I've been built the deck, but this is why I run this version. It's so easy to get co-linked in this deck by 3. When it's co-linked by 3, either player's turn, I can negate 1 card and banish it. That's huge. If it's co-linked by 2, during my turn, I can just banish a card. That's also huge to me. It's just a great card, and it's so easy to get co-linked by 3 in this deck. It's like, why not make something centered around it? And then I can keep using Gem Knights, and I love Gem Knights. Then your 2 Gaia. Basically, they're in there because they're Earth. They point down, so they help me link my Trigate by 3. And that's really it. If there was something better to put in there right now, I would. But as of right now, that's like the best option we have, because I don't want to just skip from I don't want to link away my Trigates, and there's nothing really to put in the deck that points downwards that's actually helpful to the deck. Besides this one, Firewall, which is at 1. The Firewall is actually it's okay. The bounce effect is okay. I mean, it's not even a horror once per turn. It's just a horror once. So, I mean, it's, I guess, a threat in some kind of way, but it's mostly in there still because of the special summon effect. Once you start putting Black Dragon on the field and linking away and stuff like that, you will summon probably an extra 2 to 3 monsters from your hand and still have a great hand size. And again, we're talking about a linked deck, so getting those extra monsters to the field is just perfect.
Alright, I guess I'll chime in now. So, what do you think about this deck in general? How does it kind of match up against the common meta threats? I know a lot of people have just now been noticing this, but you've been playing it for a while. So.
Yeah, 5 years. You can literally go back on your channel and look, 5 years. But as far as the meta right now, so it's a new meta, so we have to see. But it's the old meta. I play a lot of Spiral. I never lost to a Spiral. I played Pendulum a lot. It was pretty much half and half, depending on how fast that damn trap card.
So it's definitely an OTK deck then. It's all
it can OTK, but it also
quickly.
sets up a pretty good board with your Trigate link 3, your Process Dragon is co-linked 2, your Firewall is linked by 1, so you can bounce. So I mean, it has its boards, but that board still puts well over 8,000 on the board.
Alright, and maybe they'll get to see you using this at a certain event we're going to this next weekend.
Yep, that's right. We're going to YCS Atlanta. I'll be there. I'll definitely be running Gem Knights.
Alright, that'd be cool.
It might not be this version of Gem Knights. I have 2 builds that I'm very, very confident in. So if you want to see that second build, you should definitely get this video to 500 likes.
Sounds like a plan. So, that's it for the profile. Hope you guys liked it. That's all I got to say. So,
vote for Joe Budden.